Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Jaguars headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wildcats offense to go on the attack first. C.J. Baxter, the former Texas Longhorn, he's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one. The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. Quick step and go. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Jacobs. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Hunter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Malone. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. He wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll give it on the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Trying to barge in. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Now on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. 3rd and goal where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Kentucky, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Rolls right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Wants to throw on 1st. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and long here. Off play action. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And that is textbook, instructional video, out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a 1st down and maybe the start of a long drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Buys time to his left. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Gilmore. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turns it loose deep. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target. Good, strong tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it.
Caught, and he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Buying a little time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Jaguars will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He's got enough. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Rodriguez. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got some room in under the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tennessee in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Volunteers looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Wildcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Jaguars head coach at halftime. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Jacobs. Under pressure, trying to make magic with his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Hit and drop behind the line. Lose a yard.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it right down the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Moving the pocket, it's Jacobs. Gets rid of it.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Second and long here. Hits inside, it's Baxter. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out wide left, it's Hunter. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jacobs. Out wide right, it's Phillips. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires left. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got a man. It's Woods.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Rush is on. Right side, it's Woods. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Good job just to get rid of that one.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Sweet cut there. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Hand off for Baxter. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fighting for it, it's Miller. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down.
Here we go, ready. Red 18, red 18.
They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. C.J. Baxter one more time. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Short pass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up with 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, pressure's coming. He sacked this defense all over him.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. To get outside, they get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Looking to pass, it's Jacobs. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. Upstairs, he's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They're all over it, and he gets it away.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to touchdown South Alabama. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
South Alabama, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intent.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sets his feet. It's Jacobs. Buying time to his right. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And man, did special teams really do their job and set them up so nicely. In this 3rd down right here, you want to capitalize. You want to take advantage of it. Like,
touchdown, Jaguars! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the 4th. Motion from the back. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Got enough for the first down. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Straight ahead, it's Baxter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Hit. Stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Miller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Kentucky! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but
and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Hand off for Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down, crosses the 30, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit.